Hey you guys, so today's video is going to be another watch me work. I am doing a full set of Gel X with the new and improved Après Gel X tips. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first things first, here are the tips that I'm going to use. I went with the sculpted medium length almonds. This is sort of a shot to show you guys the changes that they made. They made the bottom part of the tip, so the cuticle part, they made that thinner so that you have a nice seamless grow out. And then they made the tip, the free edge tip of the tip, just a little bit thicker to, resist against cracking and breaking and make them a little bit stronger. So let's go ahead and size these out. I have never used any of their sculpted tips before, so this is also new to me. They have natural tips, which are a little bit flatter, and then they have sculpted tips, which have a little bit more of a punchy C curve. So first, I'm just gonna go ahead and size them out. I usually have a bad habit of just assuming that I'll be the same size on fingers of both hands, and that's not always the case, so make sure that you're sizing out both the right hand and the left hand. Not everybody is perfectly symmetrical, and there's no shame in that, that's all right. So I am making sure that each tip fits sidewall to sidewall and it doesn't go over the skin. And if you can't find a size that fits you perfectly, go for a size up, go a size bigger, and tailor the side of it with a hand file to make it smaller to fit your nail. It's always better to go big and then shape it than it is to go too small. That will probably pop off. So what I'm doing now is just etching the underside of each tip. I do usually have to use a lot skinnier of a bit. I have very skinny, long, narrow nail beds. So I am just using a diamond bit to etch the underside of all 10 tips really, really quick. This is key to getting them to last. Too smooth surfaces will not stick to each other. So we have to roughen it up just a little bit. I am going to skip prep in this video. You guys have seen me prep a million times. I have a video all about it, so you guys can go watch that if you want to see cuticle prep. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the application. First is a dehydrator, of course. This is gonna get rid of oil, dust, all that good stuff, and then I'm gonna go ahead and prime. My favorite primer is the acid primer from Tammy Taylor. It's the non-lifting primer. It is strong, so this is a professional only product. One step I always neglected was to wipe the dust off the underside of the nail. Make sure that you're getting rid of all of that dust. I am going to apply my gel adhesive. It's not adhesive. There's no glue in this. It is gel. I am using the Elle gel tip adhesive. It's my favorite. I like that it comes in a bottle. It's super, super convenient. This takes a lot of practice to make sure that you're applying the correct amount of gel to your tip. Make sure that there's no gel on the skin. That's going to make your job easier later. And if you get gel on the skin, that can lead to overexposure and allergies. So be sure you don't have any gel on the skin. Now I am just dehydrating and priming my other 4 nails, and then I'll show you the process again. Cleaning off that dust, I'm going to apply a thin layer all along the bottom of the tip that will cover my natural nail, and then I squeeze off just a little bit of excess to kind of create a little bit of a bead at the very base of the tip. I go in to the cuticle area at about a 45-degree angle, and I press the top of the tip, the free edge end of the tip, press that down so that that excess gel, that bead, flows to the very top of my natural free edge. Sometimes this will take several tries. I wanted to leave in a few of my plan Bs because I definitely used too much gel in some cases and not enough in others. Typically it's actually too much. I almost always use too much gel. So like I said, this takes practice to make sure that you are using the correct amount of gel. And if you are overflowing and there's a bunch of gel underneath the free edge, like where your hyponychium sits, wipe it off, do not cure it, restart. It happens to the best of us. You always want to use the correct amount of gel. And here you see I did get a little bit too much gel on the underside of the nail, so before it fully cured, I used a cleanup brush with just some alcohol on it to kind of brush it away so that it didn't bead up underneath my nail. That would be super annoying. I would constantly be picking at it and it could get on my skin. And guess what? Cause overexposure and allergies. So it can be a very simple fix. You will not get this perfect on the first try. 100% you will not get this perfect. And that's okay, just practice. A little lamp like this is very, very helpful when you're doing this on yourself. I prefer a little handheld light when I'm doing it on clients, but here, when I do it on myself, I like one of these little gooseneck lamps. I will link mine in the description below. It is my favorite for when I'm doing a full set on myself. Here you can see me hand filing the edges of my pinky tip. Like I said, my pinkies are crazy thin. My nail bed is long, not even long. It's pretty average, but it's narrow. I am curing each tip under the gooseneck lamp for 10-15 seconds, and then I will do a full 60-second cure in the big lamp. You want to make sure that these are cured all the way. Now I am just tailoring the tips, the free edge of the tips, just a little bit because there's a little bit of a tab on the very tip. I assume that's just how they manufacture them. So usually there is a little bit of a tab on the end. So I just very gently file that off. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use my diamond crosscut bit. This is by Elle. This is my favorite diamond crosscut. And I use this to buff the whole surface of the tip so that my gel polish has something to stick to. Again, two smooth surfaces will not stick together. And I'm also using this diamond bit to kind of seal the cuticle area so that when it grows out, I get a really nice seamless grow out. I don't want a big ledge. I don't want a big bump. This will make it much less noticeable when they do start to grow out, and your clients or yourself, you can go a little bit longer in between fills if you so choose. I'm running this pretty slow, probably like 7,000 to 10,000 RPMs. Doesn't need to go super fast. Diamond bits you run slow, carbide bits you run fast. And carbide bits are not for natural nails. Extensions, fakies only. Now I'm gonna go ahead and polish. That was pretty simple. That's one of the reasons I love Gel X. The application process is pretty simple. It's the prep and the polishing that takes the longest, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go ahead and polish. This is the color Coffee Run by Cocoist and Nail Thoughts. I love this formula. This is the only color that I have in this formula, but I definitely wanna buy more. They are so stupid pigmented. Look at this on one coat. It's pretty insane, but I am gonna go ahead and do a second coat as well, and then top coat it with the Cocoist Ultra Glossy Non-Wipe Top Coat. Cocoist, I have never used a product by Cocoist that I was disappointed with, so this is the color that I'm going for. It's a nice nude. On the bottle, it describes it as like a warm brown. I see a lot of purple. I feel like it pulls really purple, really mauvey kind of tones. Nonetheless, it's perfect for fall. I absolutely love it. This is like a staple Hannah fall color. It's not anything too dark or crazy, but it is a little bit more than my general light pinky nude. So really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and just top coat these bad boys and I'm done. So I absolutely am loving the new era of Gel X. The thinner cuticle and thicker free edge is exactly what Gel X tips needed. Back in the day when I used to do Gel X on myself, I never did any cuticle prep or sealing of the tips or anything, so this will make it so much easier. It will help nail techs save time, and it will help DIYers to get more of a professional look with that grow out. So that's everything for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. Yeah, my heart's sinking like a